So I recently did a video about one of my favorite actors, Tom Hardy, dominating in a Brazilian Jiu Jitsu tournament. Well, it seems he recently competed again and took home the W again. So the recent win that Tom Hardy had was in another Brazilian Jiu Jitsu tournament. And I can only find footage of one match, so I don't know if he only had one match in his bracket. But here we are. And this is him competing against his competitor. Now, he obviously got this gentleman down. And it looks like initially when he was taking his back, he set up a traditional gi choke, rear naked choke, with the two-handed grips on the lapel, opposite grips on the lapel. As the man starts to try to walk out and get his back to the mat, he's keeping the grip up on the lapel under the chin, which is very important. Now, where I think he missed an opportunity is, as the man is turning, there was a grand opportunity for him to just grab the knee and go into a very quick bow and arrow choke, which usually causes a pretty violent reaction and tap. Tom Hardy just followed him, kept his lapel grip, reached underneath the arm, up around the back of the head, and then that gives you a lot of leverage as far as reaching behind the arm, pushing behind the head, and pulling that choke tight. It's a good, solid way to finish. It shows me once again that he does understand Jiu Jitsu, and he's winning these matches legitimately with submissions. Now in this tournament, from what I could find so far online, he only had one match, whereas in the previous tournament, he did have a few matches as he competed in both gi and no gi. But regardless, man, anyone who's competed in a tournament knows how hard those tournaments are and how hard it is to really take home the gold. So he must have got the bug, and he must be really enjoying competing. Now, as to why he's competing recently, it could be just to challenge himself. He probably loves the training and wants to see how he does against everyone else in an actual competition. But I found out that he actually is a trustee for this organization called Reorg. And I think that's really cool. And he might be competing, I think the first competition actually, or maybe this second one, was organized by this charity. And so he might be competing to kind of bring eyes to this charity that he's a trustee of. And this is a great cause. Reorg is a global nonprofit organization and community that encourages and enables veterans, active military, and first responders to use Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and physical fitness training as a form of therapy to overcome physical and mental challenges, strengthen social connection, and improve overall health and well-being. Like I said, I think that's very cool. Not only that he is behind an organization like this and a trustee, but he's using his platform to kind of bring eyes to it. Tom Hardy put an Instagram post up that stated, "Addiction is difficult and complex stuff to navigate, as is mental health. Subjects which are both deeply personal to me and extremely close to my heart. It is an honor to be able to represent the charity and my team Reorg and the great work they do, supporting mental health and well-being of veterans, of service, military, and first responders through the therapeutic benefits of jiu-jitsu and fitness training." So again, guys, that's pretty awesome, man. I'm gonna finish this video with going over a few things, kind of addressing some of the stuff that has been coming up in the comments of the previous video I posted. Number one, thanks for watching the previous video. A lot of people were talking trash about some of the opponents that Tom Hardy had in the last video, basically saying he was beating up on old men. Listen, Tom Hardy is not a young man. He's not an old man. Tom Hardy is 45. At 45, he competes in what they used to call it a senior division, but now it's an executive division. So guys, those guys he's competing against are his age. Other things that came up was the amount of training that Tom Hardy has done and why he's dominating. Some people are pointing out that Tom Hardy's been training for over 10 years, which he has. As I understand it, he started training Brazilian Jiu Jitsu in 2011 when he was preparing for his role in Warrior. With that said, that's a good 11 years. After 11 years, he is only a blue belt. So I can only assume that he stepped in and out of his training quite a bit over the decade, and maybe he's taking a more serious stance recently and trying to rank up. With that said, it looks like he currently is a blue belt with 4 stripes, which means he's almost a purple belt. So competing in 2 tournaments within almost 2 months, it looks like he might be ramping up. If he continues to do this, it's fun to watch. It's kind of cool to see him do stuff like this, or any celebrity really. So again, I don't know if he's ramping up, participating in these competitions to bring eyes to his charity. Either way, it's very cool. Okay guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to show some love and like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.